Hey YouTube, I just wanted to show some of my collection and showcase probably the very first 1911 that started my obsession with that line of firearms. But a couple years ago my wife decided to buy me a birthday gift, so she told me she was going to buy one at the local store, and this is what she came home with. It is a Rock Island Armory 1911 A2. This is the Big Daddy. This is the one that holds 1445 ACP in the magazine itself. But before we continue, let's go ahead and do a safety check. Nothing at the bottom, nothing at the top, and it's clear there. But like I said, holds 14 in the magazine. I think fully loaded it weighs close to 3 pounds, give or take. Really didn't do much to this gun. The only thing I did do is I changed over the wood grips that it came with, and I changed it over to Hogue rubber with the fingertips. I think just the finger grooves themselves helped me out. They maintain a lot of the structure that I like when I'm shooting. A common thing that I do on most of my firearms is I take the feed ramp and I take a Dremel tool and I polish it out. So if you can see there, it's a very nice shine to it. And then I also applied sight paint to the front sight, just because the traditional sights that it came with, very hard to see, as you can see here. You kind of get lost sometimes when we're trying to find it, but it just helps out my eyes. I love this gun. Now I know it's more sentimental to me than anything else, and I do own guns that are double or even triple the price of this firearm, but this is definitely a good contender for any basic model or any person who's just starting out in the 1911 line. I shot with one of my friends who was shooting a full-size 1911 Kimber, and I think we were at 15 or 17 yards. I competed with him really well. I think he was shooting at 2-inch groupings, and I wasn't too far behind that. But one of the biggest comments that he said is that he paid, I think, $1,500 for his, and mine was only 1/3 of the price, and I'm still holding up with it. So if you're looking for a 1911 just to start off with at a decent price without spending too much, I would definitely recommend Rock Island Armory. And again, this is the 1911 A2. They do make the single stack version. I don't think I'm going to do too much with it, more so than more maintenance. Maybe change out the controls to stainless, so it kind of gives it a little bit of contrast. But this gun I absolutely love. So if you're looking for a 1911, Rock Island Armory, and the 1911 A2 gets an A+ in my book. Thank you for joining me.